Cleaned everything you can possibly clean? Don't worry, here are the best PC games like PowerWash Simulator. If you've been armed with a high-pressure hose and been far too excited about nozzles recently, join the club. PowerWash Simulator has taken over the world, and the world is looking all the sparklier for it. But if you're looking for another game to deliver those same feelings of glee as you see the direct results of your hard in-game work, there are some other titles not to be missed. Grab your Logitech G715 palm rest, it even looks like foam, as well as your mob. And let's dive into the best games like PowerWash Simulator to play on PC right now. No one in sci-fi horror games ever thinks about the mess they're making. The gallons of blood, the dismembered, well, whatever this is, or the bullets spread all over the place. Well, Viscera cleanup detail will give you plenty of time to ponder your past actions in games as you're handed a mop and told to get things ship-shape. Just like PowerWash Simulator, water reacts reasonably realistically here, meaning you need to take your time with your mop and bucket if you don't want to spread more grime all over the place. You'll need to switch out your bucket when things get too grisly, and you've got to make sure you're recycling everything into just the right bin. Just like Future Lab's creation, this is a perfect game to play while listening to a podcast or 6. And at Christmas, you can even try the Santa DLC. Just know that it's not pretty. Let's go from red to green now. Well, let's aim to be green because humanity has left Earth in what can be best described as a bit of a state. While everyone else has gone to Mars, in No Place Like Home, we're left to clean up the mess, and as you can see, it's quite the job. But that's exactly what you're here for, right? This post-apocalyptic farming sim has plenty of compelling rubbish tidying, but also crops to grow, friends to make, and even a house to organise. Here, we can recycle everything we find and bring Earth back to its former glory days. You probably won't want anyone to come back from Mars to destroy things again. No, it's fine you lot, stay where you are, we're fine here. Just enjoy the heat. What if PowerWash Simulator, but stealth? That's kind of the name of the game of serial cleaner, where we take on the role of a man with some very specific disinfecting skills. He's the one the mob hires when they want the evidence to disappear. But the only trouble is that the police have already arrived at the locations. This means we need to sneak in and out, removing bodies, cleaning up blood, and taking our own special trophies before moving on. Of course, it's a significantly more tense exercise than any of the other games on this list, but there's something very compelling about zipping around with a vacuum to get rid of blood and staying out of sight. Even when you do get caught, there's always the chance that you can get away, so it's a brilliant, if gory, game of cat and mouse. Let's get back into the garden for our next entry with the motory delight of lawn mowing simulator. Just like PowerWash Sim, this is all about taking your time. Go too fast on your ride-on mower and you'll overload the engine. Plus, you won't be able to appreciate the sunny countryside views as you trim grass to a very specific length. There have been a number of DLC packs since the game's original release, but our favourite has to be the Dino Safari add-on, complete with animatronic T-Rexes for you to zoom around on your mower. Don't worry, they don't get in the way too much. And it's fun to use the new strimmer functionality around their toes. Oh, and yes, you get to find out exactly what happened to the goat. He was here, safe, the whole time. Part of the appeal of PowerWash Simulator is seeing the process you've made, and few other games reflect that same feeling in the same way as House Flipper. Here, we arrive in truly grim houses covered in rubbish and with unidentified liquids all over the floor. And we don't just tidy it all up, we make it better. We repaint every wall, clean every window, and replace old furniture with shiny new IKEA-style pieces. And just like many of the games on this list, the original experience is just the beginning. Developer Empyrean has constantly updated the game with fresh add-ons like House Flipper Pets, complete with adorable hats. And there's a garden pack if you've got green fingers and want to organise everything outside as well. There's even an upcoming farming add-on that means we can live the good life with chickens and cows. We can even ride horses, but hopefully we don't get flippered off. But how about more of a story than just making yourself the CEO of the ultimate house flipping business or ultra rich lawn mowing tycoon? Then you'll want to experience the joys of unpacking. And don't worry, there are plenty of ways to lose yourself in the satisfaction of taking things out of boxes and putting them in just the right place, but there's also a story. It's gentle at first as you unpack unfamiliar items, but items will quickly reappear and your environments will change too as you move through your life. It's a perfect balance of just the right level of pleasing activities, but also a heartfelt narrative without a character even having to appear, let alone say something. The power of unpacking cannot be underestimated. And finally, we're cheating a bit here, because A Little to the Left doesn't actually come out until later in 2022, but there's already a free demo on Steam to get you started. This little indie delight is all about putting things in order. Like those Reddits made up entirely of things fitting into other things, A Little to the Left is made up of minigames of perfect organization and order. Whether you're just peeling the stickers off fruit, organizing keys, or tidying up that drawer we still haven't gotten round to, this is like rearranging your brain into a much more pleasant shape. Plus, there's even a cat that gets involved every so often, just to make things a little more challenging. You do that one more time and we're withholding dreaming access. Thank you. Much better. So that's some of the best games like PowerWash Simulator you can play on PC right now. Let us know your favourite satisfying chill fests in the comments below. Drop us a like if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to Logitech G for more lists just like this one. If you already do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know exactly when our next video arrives on the channel.